Who's here on Della Riva? All right, if you all can come forward. Eric Della Riva. Court is calling 2021 CR 1424, State of Texas versus Eric Della Riva. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Michelle Hayden for the state.
Defense.
Austin Hagee for defense.
And are you Della Riva?
Yes, sir.
Counsel, I'm showing you the discovery acknowledgement. Have you received all the discovery in this case, and did you review it with your client?
Yes, Your Honor, I have.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Della Riva, I'm showing you what's entitled application for deferred adjudication or community supervision. Did you review that document with your attorney?
Yes.
Did you understand it? And
Yes.
did you sign it?
Yes.
Next, I'm showing you the true bill of indictment. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, we have one oral amendment that we've agreed to with the state on count 2. We're
Right.
taking off.
We're gonna get to that. So do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
We're proceeding on count 2, waiving counts 1 and 3. And there's some language at the end of count 2 that says end violence. And we've agreed to waive that portion of the indictment. We would make the oral amendment to strike through that language. And it's actually, I believe, in the stipulations marked through.
All right, so in count 2, you all are, well, first, defense, do you have any objections to the waiver of count 1 and count 3?
No, Your Honor.
All right, and then with regards to count 2, the language that is being removed are the words "and violence," is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor, at the very end.
All right, any objections?
No, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Della Riva, do you understand that to be a substantive change to the indictment?
Yep.
I'm sorry?
Yes.
All right, do you have any objection to proceeding with that substantive change? I'm sorry?
No.
All right, and defense, are you waiving your 10 days?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Della Riva, I'm going to show you what's entitled Court Admonishments, the defendant's waivers and affidavit of admonitions. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate
Yes.
places? Did you understand you're charged with sexual assault? That's a second-degree felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes.
If you have a plea bargaining agreement with the state, the court, excuse me. The court does not have to follow your plea bargaining agreement. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea bargaining agreement and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state will call and the right to remain silent?
Yes.
Did you understand by entering this plea bargaining agreement, you were giving up those rights?
Yes.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea bargaining agreement in this case?
Yes.
Did you understand if the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty, sentence you up to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine? Did you understand?
Yes.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses to this offense?
Yes, Your Honor, yes.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
Yes, I do.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, I do.
Mr. Della Riva, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No.
Has anyone promised you anything other than the plea bargain agreement to get you to enter this plea?
No.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes.
All right, off the record for a moment. Excuse me. I think the cause number 2022 CR 0065. That's Balboa.
Okay.
All right, we're back on the record. Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Showing you the plea bargain page. Did you review that page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
According to the plea bargain agreement, the state is proceeding on count 2. There's a $1,000 fine. State recommends deferred adjudication, Chapter 62 compliance, MRT, UAs, and no contact with the complainant. Did you understand that to be the plea bargaining agreement?
Yes.
Defense, is that the plea bargaining agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, is that the plea bargaining agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
Next, I'm showing you the paragraph entitled waiver of appeal paragraph. Did you review that paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
And did you sign it in both places?
Yes.
Did you understand by signing that you were waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes.
Counsel, have there been any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Next, I'm showing you what's outside the agreement. The state is recommending that your deferred adjudication be for a term of 7 years. There'll be a TAP evaluation, 80 hours of community service restitution. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state, and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes.
Then to count 2, as amended, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no
No
contest?
contest.
State any evidence.
State offer states exhibit 1 is attached into the evidence.
Any objections?
No objections.
Mr. Della Riva, I'm showing you what's entitled waiver and consent for stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent?
Yes.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there'll be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty. Court will defer finding you guilty as you apply for deferred adjudication. Now proceeding with sentencing.
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Mr. Della Riva currently is employed. He has no substance abuse problems. He does take all this very seriously. During his brief time in custody, he got to experience how serious the justice system is, and I think he will be performing very well in deferred adjudication. He has no other criminal history whatsoever, and he does take all the charges against him seriously in this situation.
All right, if you're drug tested today, what are the results going to be?
I'll pass it.
All right, have you ever used any controlled substances?
Yes.
What?
Just marijuana.
When's the last time you used marijuana?
Like 2016.
All right, what do you do for a living?
I worked for DoorDash, but I recently got let off for DoorDash.
I'm sorry?
I work for DoorDash. I used to work for DoorDash, but he let me off of DoorDash because of what was going on.
All right, so again, what do you do for a living? Because you're
Right
not,
now, I'm going to work with my uncle. He works for like cuts grass and stuff like that. Self-employment, basically.
okay. All right, they want you to do the MRT course. Is this to tell people don't sexually abuse people? Do we need
Yes.
to be told that?
Yes, Your Honor, it's the moral recognition therapy course.
Somebody don't want to have sex with you and they tell you no, you don't have sex with them. Because then guess what? It's not consensual, it's rape. But here we call it sexual assault. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Are you still meeting people on gaming?
No, I don't have a system anymore.
All right, then you know you can't have a system anymore. You understand that?
Yes.
And here's a hint for everybody. Don't go across country to meet somebody because you met them while playing PlayStation or whatever gaming system is out there, because you really don't know that person. You only know their avatar and not who they are. Right?
Yes.
Do you have any children?
No.
All right, court will sentence you to 7 years deferred adjudication. There's $1,000 fine, probated. Chapter 62 compliance. Needs to be on the sex offender caseload. No contact with the complainant. And probation, that's listed in indictment. There's 80 hours of community service restitution. Probation, I understand that there's no place for registered sex offenders to do community service hours. So the court will waive the 80 hours of community service restitution. If you provide proof of the COVID vaccination, the court is not requiring you to get it, but if you do, then those hours will be waived. I'm going to want a TAP evaluation plus follow recommendations. There's going to be regular reporting by Zoom, well, not by Zoom, in person. Field visits 2 times per month, random. And I'm sure that the sex offender caseload probably does it periodically. Proof of employment. There should be no employment as a home health care provider, no employment as with minors, and there's to be no employment where he is going inside people's homes. So yard work, that's fine, but you cannot do any employment going into people's homes unless you provide proof that that person has been informed or your company has been informed, and you provide that proof to probation. You understand?
Yes.
Is there anything else that he needs probation?
Your Honor, you said proof of employment within how many days?
Within 30 days.
And your analysis?
Yes, we'll do random UAs. All right, is there anything else he needs?
No, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Delarriva, is there? Yes.
He does currently reside in Houston, Texas, so he will be getting transferred to Houston, Texas.
Okay. Transfer, what county is that?
Harris.
Okay, we'll do a transfer to Harris County. However, you're not transferred to Harris County until probation in Bear County lets you know your probation has been transferred. Do you understand?
Okay.
All right. Mr. Delarriva, is there anything else you need from the court in order to be successful?
No.
All right, I'm going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
All right, because this is a plea bargaining agreement, because I followed your plea bargaining agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right, good luck to you. We're off the record. So what is up with this lipstick tattoo on your neck?
Oh, it was when I was like 16. I got it.
All right, is that anyone's
No,
lips in
no,
particular?
it's just something
Just
I
general?
wanted to get.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right, good luck to you.
Have a good day.
All right, you too. Just remain in court. They'll go over conditions with you. Who's here on Kilpatrick Taylor? Taylor Kilpatrick. His attorney's not here.
Oh, just. Mr. Meyer is not available.
Okay. Mr. Taylor, we're going to bring you back on July 12th. Your attorney is not here. And did you hire your own attorney?
You got hired attorney.
Yes, because I see the notes in here that Judge Angelini stated that he was not going to appoint you new counsel. You would have to hire an attorney. So did you do that?
I didn't hire an attorney. At the same time, I was wondering, like, since I can't hire one, that they're appointed for my constitutional rights.
I'm sorry, what?
Maybe if I can hire one, which I've been, we talked to the family, see if they could, maybe appoint me another attorney,
Now, they're not going to appoint you another attorney.
because I'll be honest with you. Of course, what I see, I don't know what's going on with the case. I ain't just been, informed properly, notified properly, definitely about the discovery untruthful about the discovery, and definitely the alleged victim statements. It has switched over 2 times from my appointed counsel, so it's like an antagonistic
All right, so,
relationship between me and my.
all right, so here's the thing. Sometimes, and I'm not saying this is your situation. I've been a defense attorney and I've been a prosecutor. I'm not saying this is your situation. I know that sometimes people feel as though they're not getting a day-to-day update. And sometimes they want to file your own motions, right? So let me explain to you. The attorney is responsible for filing motions. And let me explain to the other thing. The state is required to give discovery to your counsel. You understand? All right, so we're going to come back on July 12th.
Your Honor, excuse me, I want to actually have been asking about what kind of discovery have they got from the FS system. I definitely discovered from the, when I was in the DPS, the video. Like, first it said that, quote unquote, this was.
Okay, so here's the thing. I don't want you to talk about your case
Oh,
to do
about my
without your
case.
attorney being present.
Oh, okay.
So this is what we're gonna do. Ms. Fergus, can you make a note for Judge Angelini that, who is it? Ms. Demire is to sit in court with Mr. Taylor and go over all the discovery with him.
And
All
by
right.
the way, also, Your Honor, another thing too, I've been asking also to file different motion, like, I had to file my own, like, I've been telling them, like, since of like Wednesday of March 23rd to file some motion that's in my hand. Watch and command them if you haven't filed them, and I told them.
All right, let me see. the
Wednesday,
file
March
on Taylor
23rd
here,
of
please.
2022.
All right, so here's the thing, Mr. Taylor.
And he didn't respond and file,
Mr. Taylor,
so I had.
Mr. Taylor, when you have an attorney, that attorney will file motions. So if there's something that needs to be heard, then your attorney will let the court know. Now, sometimes people will file motions and they're filing motions that their attorney is, maybe their attorney doesn't think those are the proper motions to be filed. But we're going to bring you back on July 12th. And on July 12th, your attorney will go over everything with you. All right?
And by the way, what about these motions in my hand? These are the ones I've been commanding to file for like at least 2 months.
No, you'll have to take that up with your attorney, okay?
And no one has filed any.
Okay,
Okay, you talk to your attorney.
All right.
all right. Well, you'll have to talk to your attorney, okay?
You said July the 12th. is when I
July
go back.
12th, yes.
I just pray that I'm getting the right, legal representation, because I feel defenseless right now. I feel the weight of justice is kind of unequal and unfair.
Okay,
I'm not receiving a fair trial, and I'm definitely going to be honest with you.
okay, all right, thank you. So they're gonna take you back now, okay?